As I was saying before, I got here at Bethel Colony, not realizing what I got myself into. I got myself into a good thing in the end, I realized that. But along the way, in my journey of learning God's way, I learned that Bethel Colony wasn't a rehab. Bethel Colony was a transformation for me, from one way of living to another way of living, which is God's way of living. And as I got here at Bethel Colony, I started learning the goodness of God. I started learning the ways that God worked in people's lives. I start learning that there is a God. I start learning that all things are possible through Jesus Christ. I start learning that what a real relationship was. You know, in my life, I was coming along thinking that I had to please everyone. I thought that being cool in life was doing what someone else wanted to do. You know, in life when I was coming up, I never really done what God would have me to do because I didn't have any direction. I always wanted to do what make other people happy. You know, my parents tried to raise me and try to tell me ways of doing things and getting God involved in my life, but I didn't want to hear it. I tried to do it my way, and my way is not God's way. But as I was going through Bethel Colony, you know, I got closer and closer and closer with the Lord. They have Bible study. They have classroom in the morning. They had teaching throughout the day. We go out and learn how to work for people that are less fortunate. We learn what love is really all about. You know, it was just what God had ordered for me, and I didn't realize it till I was rebuilt. I often use a statement like, you ever see an old 57 Chevy and it's all banged up, beat up? I mean, nobody looks at it. And man take that 57 Chevy and he take that thing and he just redo it all over. I mean, he restores everything. And when that thing rolled by you, it's just like, man, look at that. You know, when I was at ground level, I needed to be rebuilt. And I needed someone to rebuild me. And you know, it was only one person that could rebuild me, and that was God, that was Jesus. And he rebuilded me, and when he rebuilt me today, just today, like if I go home, I still hear people say, is that Charles? It's just that God is so good. You know, it's beyond your wildest dream, and I know it sounds so good for me to sit here and just tell this, but when they say God cleans you, he cleans you white as snow, and that's just as true as it can be. Just as true as me sitting here telling the goodness of God. It's nothing that I've done. It's all that God has done in my life. I mean, he just rebuilt my family, my mother and father, my sisters. We got the best relationship now ever. You know, before they used to try to keep me away, and now they just call me all the time. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. You know, I'm 52 years old now, and I just thank God that I had the chance to find out who God is before I left this place called Earth. And I try to witness to those throughout the world to let them know the goodness of God. You know, when I got here at North Carolina, I was at ground level with nothing. God has restored me with a wife, a family, a home, a great job, and most of all, a relationship with my Lord and Savior. I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful. God is doing things in my life.